Today we're checking out a range of new Copilot updates. They range from new AI model improvements both from GPT and Anthropic as well, and also we'll be looking at some new changes to Copilot Notebooks, Co-work, and even better, how we can finally build a PowerPoint presentation which is on brand, aligning to your own corporate templates. So with that, let's head into Copilot and check out these new features together. So let's check out some new features right inside of Copilot. The first one is around a new model. Yes, inside a Copilot chat, by selecting the auto drop down, we can now choose the latest GPT model, being GPT 5.6, this Think Deeper model. That has improvements over 5.5, and many people have now used this new experience and find it overall a better model to use for a variety of different reasons. Let's go ahead and choose this model here inside of Copilot Chat, and we'll go ahead and give this prompt into our Copilot. Can you outline where we are on a Nimbus opportunity? In doing so, Copilot gets to work using the new Think Deeper model from GPT 5.6. But if you also wondered, is it available elsewhere? Yes, it is. It's also coming into Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Copilot Co-work too. So let's work through this detail and then see what GPT 5.6 can come back with and the level of detail behind it too. And here we go, we can now see our responses come back from our Copilot. It found several relevant emails, 2 meetings and 1 file. Much like before, it provides an executive summary and breaks it down by each area, which is a pretty good result given my prompt is really minimal. It just gives us an update on where we are on the overall Nimbus opportunity. But we can see here is this new GPT model is pretty powerful. Even with a fairly vague prompt, we get a really good result. So why not try it out yourself? Choose GPT 5.6 in Copilot Chat or the other experiences and try it out and see what you feel about it too. And the new AI models are not just limited to GPT. We also now have a new model available to us for Claude Sonnet 5. If we open up PowerPoint and then open up our Copilot sidebar, we can choose here from different models. Selecting Claude, we now see Claude Sonnet 5. This model has major improvements over past Claude Sonnet models. And also a lot of people have said it's very close to Claude Opus models, which many people have favoured. Let's give it a try together. Select Claude Sonnet 5, and now we're going to ask our PowerPoint app to generate a presentation for the Project Green Space using this proposal file. Select Add Content, add our work content, and then we'll very simply choose the proposal for Project Green Space. Giving that across to our Copilot, it gets to work. But also we can see it adds another option. We can now add a follow-up and it'll run next. So we could even add a further instruction while it's working through that can work with, just like we've seen before in Copilot Co-work. But Sonnet does something very similar to Opus. It also asks questions. We can see here who's the primary audience for this presentation. I'll select Planning Authority, choose it to be a concise overview, and then get to work. Now Copilot with the new Claude Sonnet 5 model will build our presentation file. We'll give it a few minutes and see what it can come up with. And here we go, the presentation has now been built. It took a good few minutes to build this out, but we can see it's taken a Word document, adding a variety of AI generated images, and also used a colour theme to match the Project Green Space. Executive summary, the project approach, the key risks, the policy alignment, the design, infrastructure and more. A pretty comprehensive PowerPoint presentation has also been built visually using a new Claude Sonnet 5 model. So I do think again we've seen some great outcomes here choosing this model. But of course with these Claude models you will also have had to enable them inside of your Microsoft 365 environment via your IT administrator. But if you have, why not check out this new Sonnet model and build a new PowerPoint with it and see what you also feel too. But the changes aren't all related to AI models. No, there's also some big changes around Copilot Notebooks. And I'm a big fan of Copilot Notebooks. I think they're a great way to work. But also I found some people struggling over the last couple of weeks with them. The reason why? Well, there's been a lot of changes in the Copilot app. For example, if we select the app launcher inside of Copilot, as we can see, we can't see any Copilot Notebooks icon. So how on earth do we access Notebooks then now? Well, there's this new option on the left-hand side called Notebooks. You can hover over it and access your notebooks quickly or left-click the option. Now, you may be mistaken here. You'd think that would take you to the old Copilot Notebooks app, and it doesn't. It now takes us to a more streamlined Copilot Notebooks. We could kind of see this as Copilot Notebooks Lite, a Diet Coke version of Notebooks. That's because we can see our notebooks here. We'll left click and open Project Greenspace. And when we do, well, we'll see something different. Here we can see it's not the same experience. We see chats that we have with our notebook. We see a tab for creations that show us created content within a notebook itself, such as PowerPoint presentations or Copilot pages, and references that we've also included in our notebook. We could add new references by clicking on the plus icon, or in creations, create a brand new piece of content, but now limited just to a Copilot page. The benefit here is that I think the chat's experience is much better. We can give Copilot a question in the prompt box. Use your notebook to answer the question. As we can see here, I gave this question to our notebook, outlining the purpose of Project Greenspace, and it only used the notebook as the reference material and gave me an answer. That's certainly an improvement. However, when we go back to the notebook, now no longer being able to create that content via the plus icon creates confusion. So where on earth then has our Copilot notebook disappeared to? The old experience, it gives us all the options like audio summaries. Well, that's now hidden in the three-dot menu. Select Open in OneNote, and now your Copilot notebook appears in OneNote on the web. Here we could create the same content as before: audio overviews, mind maps, study guides, infographics and documents and more. But that here is now shown in the OneNote app, either on the web or on desktop too. So certainly some strange changes to Copilot notebooks, and for many people I've seen, they've struggled to get this far. Only getting this far in the app and not realizing they have to open it in OneNote to get the full experience. The other big change comes from licensing. As we can see here, Microsoft are now making Copilot notebooks available to everyone. Yes, if you have a Copilot Chat Basic license, in other words, you don't pay for Copilot Premium, you'll get access to Copilot Notebooks, which is an awesome new change. Also, you'll only be able to use it for Copilot Notebooks on the web, not inside of the OneNote desktop app. So there are some limitations. This is just starting now, so if you wanted to use Copilot Notebooks, well, you soon will be able to do so using this free version of the Copilot license. But as we've seen, that change itself, while there are some limitations, this new experience can certainly create some confusion. But now you know how to get back to your notebooks experience and how to access it, and I will look forward in the next couple of months to see if Microsoft improve this by giving us the old experience in the Copilot app, which I feel will be much better suited. So let's take a quick pause, because as we've already seen today, Copilot is changing at a massive rate. Every month I come back with new features that we can use in Copilot. But what if you're just starting out or just want to get more from it? Well, why not check out our own academy? Because our Your 365 Coach Academy is full of learning material, right from Copilot all the way to different apps like Teams and Planner and more. But right inside of our Copilot Masterclass, we show you how to use Copilot in the best possible ways, set it up for success, and continue to use these new updates also to improve the way that you work. So with that, why not check out more in our Academy link below and get enrolled today? And other than that, we'll head back into Copilot now and check out some more of those new features. And there's also changes to Copilot Co-work. Now, you may also remember that I've recently put out a new tutorial on our channel covering the pricing changes inside of Copilot Co-work. But assuming you still have access to it, well, you'll see now inside of the Copilot app next to chat, we have Co-work. It's now more of an integrated experience. Inside of Co-work, there's also now a new option you can use in any of your tasks to see how much they actually cost you. If we go into one of our past tasks inside of Copilot Co-work, you can now go ahead and give it a / at the end and choose cost. Now in here, it has a skill to show the credits used for this job. This is helpful because in a new pricing model, you'll want to know how much you'll be charged for the job you've just run. So use this option here now to work out how much something costs inside of Copilot Co-work. Now, as you can see, this here cost 1,000 credits, and a credit right now is equal to 1 cent. So effectively, you can work out the overall cost there of around $10. So with that, we know this job here took us $10 of cost. So you can work that out in any of your future tasks in Copilot Co-work. With that, you can also customize it further as well. There's now further integrations available for different third-party apps you can also bring into Co-work. So there's even more options now to use with Co-work to connect to other systems too. So yes, some big changes making Co-work more accessible through the new Copilot app, as well as being able to see how much things cost and connect to other apps too. And there's new updates too inside of Excel, with the new ability to personalize our Excel. If we open our Copilot sidebar, we'll then see a three-dot menu in the right-hand side and choose Personalization. Here we can customize how our Copilot responds to us. We've done this before inside of the Copilot app, but Excel has its own customized capability. It doesn't use the customization options we've set inside of the Copilot app via Copilot Chat. Instead here, I can ask our Copilot to always format currency with a GBP prefix with 2 decimal places and dates in this format. Let's go ahead and click on Save. And now Copilot in any future work within Excel will use and respect those rules. So with that done, let's go and ask our Copilot to update the amounts based on my personalization settings. Here we're focused on this column B, which is currently in dollars. Following those, we should now adjust it into pounds, GBP. We can see here it begins to apply your preferred currency format to the invoice amount using this value. So we can now see that these new experiences can apply into your Copilot generated or Copilot updated spreadsheets. Personalize it. You can even ask it to approach formulas in different ways and also to manipulate different types of data that can be consistently applied across all of your different spreadsheets using personalization too. And there we go. Finally, we can see Copilot has adjusted column B to the correct currency format based on my personalization settings. So we can now see personalization can be used across your different Excel experiences to have a more personal experience for you. And finally, the one you've all been waiting for. How can we create PowerPoints which are on brand with your own corporate templates and color schemes? Well, first off, as you can see, I'm in Copilot Chat because this feature, whilst we've been waiting a long time, does require us to head into Copilot Create via the app launcher. In doing so, we're going to be using a brand kit. So in here, we can go and access our brand kits and then make some changes or create a new one. Select more, head over then to your brand kits at the bottom, and you can now go ahead and then configure a brand kit. I've got multiple here. In a future video, we'll dig a little deeper and show you how you can build them. But I here have Project Green Space, a logo and a color scheme have all been set. We can also see fonts, colors, images and more. Though we've also allowed then the brand kit to be used via our Copilot experience. But now let's head back into our PowerPoint app and start building a new presentation file. We'll go ahead and open the Copilot sidebar and we'll give it a similar prompt as before. Can you generate a presentation for Project Greenspace using this approach from the proposal? Once again, we'll add our work content using the same file that we saw earlier. But this time, however, I can click on the plus icon and now you can choose Select Brand. In doing so, it connects to all of our brand kits, and there is our Project Greenspace brand kit we've just seen. Left click it, and we can bring that in. We can also choose different models. Again, we could use Claude or GPT models. I know many of you may not have access to Claude models, so I'm going to go ahead and choose GPT 5.6, the better model available from OpenAI that's available to us in PowerPoint. Let's pass this over, and now we'll be asking again similar questions as before. Who is the presentation for with the audience, the level of the slide detail, but it now will use the brand kit we've selected to build the PowerPoint deck. Let's give it a little bit of time and then see what Copilot and PowerPoint can build with us, which is now more on brand. And there we go, we can now see our PowerPoint deck is finished. It's now got images that we use from our brand kit. It's now also using the same template with our also project logo that we've already defined in there. And the color schemes it used also matches to the brand kit too. So we can see here now it's now possible to build a PowerPoint deck with the help of Copilot, which is more on brand, using our own brand kits. As I mentioned, if you're interested in finding out more, why not comment below? And I can also check out in a future tutorial how we can build brand kits and then use them in more different ways too. So there you go, we've checked out a range of new Copilot features that are dropping now. They include those new AI models that we can now use to improve our overall experience through Copilot Chat and all of those different apps too. But the all-important change, Copilot Notebooks now being accessible through the OneNote app rather than the Copilot app. That's caught many people out. So do share this tutorial with your colleagues to let them know about those changes. And of course, finally, we saw PowerPoint decks built on Brant to corporate standards. Yes, we can build brand kits, use them in PowerPoint, and finally have Copilot and PowerPoint build the slide decks that can save us all a massive amount of time and stay on brand too. Now, of course, Copilot updates are not changing. We're just seeing even more. So hit the subscribe button on this channel if you haven't already, because we're going to cover them every single month and show you what's new and what's coming. Hit the like button and the thumbs up if this tutorial's helped you out, or just drop me a comment. I always love to see those too. And other than that, well, I look forward to seeing you on the next one.